Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. You want me just to? No, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna sign the. Hold that for a second. All right. Here we go. And I'll break it. Alrighty. Alright, what's your name? Christian. Alright, well, congratulations. Yeah, holding us the, together. That's great, and they're awesome models. Alright. Thank you, Christian. Alright, so that's the Constellation lineup. Available today, as I said. So the next stage is where is your Constellation or whatever ship you have going to go in whichever hangar. So it's kind of apropos. Last year we introduced the hangars, so I'm going to do a little refresher of what they look like, and then we're going to talk about something we're going to do for everybody in Arena Commander V0.9, which is going to come out in 2 weeks' time. So let's take a look and see where we were with the hangars last year, which a lot of you guys I think were already here when we did it for the very first time, giving a piece of the little baby Star Citizen to everybody, and then we can sort of reflect on where we're going. So let's run the old hangar video. So. Last year, admittedly the screen captures weren't that good, so they probably looked a little better than that. But so this year, I mean, as you all know, that we launched Arena Commander V0.8 in the beginning of June, and as part of that, we moved to PBR. So of the existing hangars, we did a very quick pass to make sure the hangars didn't look bad in PBR. But the plan has always been to completely refactor them because we're moving away from a very sort of custom-sized hangar, which is what we used to have, to a much more modular system. So we have this thing that we call the room system that is the sort of foundation of a lot of the building that we're going to do on the planet side module, and it'll allow you to sort of build up, our designers to build up locations. So the rooms would be things like shops or bars, and the hangars themselves are sort of the first iteration of that in the game. And so for Arena Commander V0.9, when we release it, we're going to release completely new hangars for everyone. And so we're going to show what the new hangars will look like here. They've all been redone with PBR, a lot more detail. So one of the things that we've sort of decided to switch to is to actually not be so mapped to, okay, discount, deluxe, business. It's more sort of in fiction. So we have various manufacturers, if you follow sort of some of the in-fiction stuff that we write up or you see in Jump Point. But the major manufacturers, Southland, Revel in York, AeroView, and VFG Industrial. And there are sort of 4 basic manufacturers of the hangars. And they have different styles. And every single hangar now will be able to sort of expand in size and take all the ships you have. So it's more a matter of aesthetic choice. Do you like that sort of rugged industrial look, which is Southland, or do you like something that is kind of more sort of sleek and clean, which would be Revel in York, and sort of, or do you want something like AeroView, which is sort of a kind of classic Star Wars sci-fi view. So we're going to give you a preview of the 4 hangar types right now, I think. So we're good to go? Let's show that.
große technische Panne.
Der Hangars kriegt man nicht. Alles sein.
We put out just before the final hangar, which is the asteroid hangar. So we'll show it right now. Yeah, that's fine.
Ja, das ist Bullshit.
You got it? Okay. We're back on the full screen. Available to everyone as soon as V0.9 is released, which we're estimating is in 2 weeks' time. Also
an Weihnachten.
27th, pending one little thing. We'll talk about it. So the new hangars are fully expandable, they can be customized out, so there's functionality that will be built on. And by the way, one thing I should say is that all those hangars were built by the PlanetSide team of Behavior, who are doing an amazing job on PBR and building. There's a whole nother level of like detail and lighting and texture in the hangars, so really making it sort of feel more like your home away from reality, I would say. So part of the reason why it's in the ship system is will allow you to sort of, first of all, it will scope out for the different ships you have, but also you'll be able to add on rooms like a firing range where you can test your guns out and tweak them, or living quarters, or a sort of engine tuning room and stuff like that. So those will be all sort of things that down the road we'll be adding on, and they're quite easy to do with the room system. And obviously it's a player you can start to play your Arena Commander, and also it will be the gateway to the planet side when you go through one of the outside doors and step out into one of the environments. And yeah, it's our first step in connecting you to the wider Citizen universe. So a couple of things as far as the hangars work, to let you guys know. All the hangars support the ships that I mentioned already. So what we're going to do is we're going to map everyone that's got a hangar right now to sort of the defaults. So if you've got a discount, then you would be at Selfland. If you're at a business, you'd be AeroView, or if you're a Deluxe, you would be able to go to Revel in York. But you'll be able to choose which hangar you want, because all the hangars support everything. So you'll be able to say, no, I don't want the AeroView, I want the Selfland, or I want, whatever, Revel in York. And from there, we'll sort of lock it. One of the ideas is the hangars themselves will sort of determine your location in the universe. So, for instance, if you want to be on sort of like you've got a base and you're sort of out on the outskirts and it's sort of an early mining colony, well, probably you wouldn't have a really fancy hangar like the Revel in York one. That would be something you would see on Terra. So you'd probably only be able to have a Selfland hangar out in those areas. So it's meant to be much more in fiction. So the hangars you are sort of being based on the sort of starting areas and plants you do, and we'll sort of develop that as we go. But I think it'll be much better for creating sort of the in fiction feeling, and of course because all the hangars are enable you to have as many ships and expand in each way, it's more a aesthetic choice than it is necessarily like a feature set choice. Okay, so that's what we're doing on the hangars. I thought we would now we've got a contest that we did, which was a play seat in SciTech. And we're going to have two contests where the first one was chosen from an M50 skin contest, and we'll choose a second one tonight. So do you want me to choose a second one now, or should we announce? We'll announce who won the skin contest. Alright, we're going to do, so the skin contest, the two runners up were Raphael H. and Moksha, I think. I hope I didn't mispronounce that. And the winner is Inka Talmia. I don't know if Inka Talmia is here, but if you are, you won the Cytec setup with the plate seat. And now we'll figure out who the second one is. Alright. Okay, dig down at the bottom. Here we go. Alright, number 777498.
Den hatten wir doch schon.
What do we have? Do we have someone that said yes? 777498. Do we have someone? Yeah, well done, congratulations! Yeah, we have a Cytec, but not the play seat. It's probably a little large to walk away with tonight, so that'll be organised separately. But we do have the Cytec X55, right? Yeah, perfect. Oh, yes. Well, yeah. There you go. It's for you, Travis.
Der Paul.
Come on. What's your name? Hendrik? Hendrik. Very nice to meet you, Hendrik. So, we're not giving you the play seat right yet because that'll be a bit big, but that's at least the rhino. Now you know. It's pretty good. We use, I mean, we got the X55 stairs, so you're more than welcome. Congratulations. Okay, so I was sort of talking about V0.9, so we've been hard at work on V0.9. It has a whole bunch of improvements to what you guys have been playing. We're aiming to release it in 2 weeks' time, 27th of August. So it has revamped hangers that we just showed you. We have additions to the flight model, so I don't know whether necessarily you call it new improved, but on the release, what we call release 13, which is V0.9, there will be 6 degrees of freedom for you guys, so I know that's something that quite a few people want. So basically the way it will work is, when you go into decoupled, you'll be able to do proper additive 6 degrees of freedom and rotation, so all the axes, and when you're not decoupled and you're flying around IOCS, you'll also be able to strafe. So you'll be able to go left, right, up and down, and just like that. So I think that will add some more nuance to what everyone can do. I mean, I'm already pretty impressed by, I watch videos and you sort of see people like learn how to use the momentum and the tricks, and it's actually quite cool. The other thing that we're doing with it is we increased the speeds of all the ships with the new model. So basically they're all gone essentially double. So yes, it was doing 100 and 200. Now just to let you guys know, when you go twice as fast, and you've got, the same kind of maneuvering thrusters and power, you will slide more at the very top speed. So the analogy how it goes, if you've got a car, and I don't know, you've got a Porsche or something, and it can do 150 miles an hour, you may go 150 on the straight, but if you want to turn tightly, you probably don't want to be doing 150 and expect to stay on the road. So I just don't want to see too many things on the forums going, oh, it doesn't control well at 200 or 300. But we are doing one thing. The other thing we're adding, which I think is going to be kind of cool, is we sort of adding an overdrive mode for your maneuvering jets, which is essentially very much similar as doing afterburner, but instead of the main engine is for the maneuvering jets. So it will burn fuel, but for a period of time it will overpower your maneuvering thrusters. So what will happen is if you're going fast and you want to really sort of punch through a turn, you may want to boost through the turn, and of course the downside is it'll use fuel, and if you do it too much you may overheat your thrusters, but the upside is for a brief period of time you will get more thrust, and of course that will help you at, say, the higher speeds and everything. So again, it adds, I think, another texture dimension to the possibility of flying in combat. So hopefully you guys will like that. There's been a lot of work on audio. The audio when we released V0.8 wasn't very good. I'll admit that. I was quite unhappy with how it was. V0.9 is much better, and it will be getting better over time because we're actually going to switch audio engines from FMOD to WIs, which is later down the road, and that allows some more real-time mixing and some other features we want to do. But the V0.9 audio is much, much better. And we're also going to have the first pass at the control customization inside the game, which I know a lot of people want. So we're going to have some default profiles set up for very common stuff, and then you'll be able to customize them the way you want without having to do all the current like crazy XML key binding stuff that you have to do. And then in our multiplayer game, which now, you know, the nice thing with V0.8 is multiplayer is open to everyone, finally, which is really cool. You know, the only downside with it is at the moment is we don't have the private matches or a proper lobby system. So, you know, for V0.9 we'll allow private matches using friend codes. So you'll be able to say, hey, I'm going to play this game, use this code, join me on this server, and your friends will be able to join you. So it's the beginning of the lobby system. Because as much as I know you like to be random strangers, it's probably fun to play with your friends. When we go to Arena Commander 1.0, which we're, I guess, aiming for maybe 6 weeks or 8 weeks after 0.9, that will have the full lobby system supporting organizations, friends lists, and everything else. So one other thing that we're doing for V0.9 is the first iteration of leaderboards. So the servers will report back the status, the outcome of the matches, and so you'll be able to see how you rate next to everybody. This is the one feature that we definitely want to ship with V0.9, so this is the one thing that potentially could push V0.9 back a few days, getting this in there, but this is, I think, the big thing so everyone can sort of, I don't know, see how they stand and play and do all the rest of the stuff. The leaderboards. And now, the other thing, we've got into 2 new game modes. We got Vandal Swarm co-op, so good job, we've got the friend codes for V0.9, so you have your friends play co-op. I think we're going to have the Vandal Swarm co-op playing on the machines here after this presentation, so you guys can get a taste of it. But it's actually a lot of fun to play in the co-op mode with your friends, because first of all, it's a lot tougher, there's a lot more, you know, Vandal, and we sort of worked on the AI some. And you know, it's just kind of cool. It's also, we got a good cinematic camera mode that if you don't want to respawn, you can sort of watch your friends as they fly, and it's actually really kind of cool. So I'm thinking some people will do some cool videos with that. So that's one, and then the other game mode that we have is something pretty fun and special, and we're going to do a demo for it. But I think I will play a little video and then I'll talk about it. So let's do that. we're doing is the Murray Cup Racing. So it's a whole racing game mode. And I think if you guys have been following the fiction, we sort of have a whole sort of fiction about Murray Cup. So I'm actually going to be flying here. I'll get beaten by Travis and Dan because they're much better than me. I may even crash for everyone. But essentially, the idea is that Murray Cup's sort of like the Formula One of our universe, and you compete in these different planets and locations during the season for the overall champion. And it will be something you will be able to do in the Persistent universe as a sort of profession, as a racer, and you can qualify and get in and do it. We're also going to let you race against your friends. We're going to have 3 basic game modes. What's that? The game? Okay. Apparently the internet's down, so you guys are getting it all here, and unfortunately no one is outside that. I know, it kind of sucks for everyone else though. So the 3 modes will let you time trial, then there's race against friends, which is we're going to demo here, which is 8 people in a race, and then there's going to be a later game mode, which won't be with V0.9, it'll be later 1.0, but that will be a sort of death race version, where you go through checkpoints and weapons go on, do those things out. Let's do some racing. We'll see who's the fastest. So hold on. Sure. that's the preview of the race mode, which is kind of fun. Different, it's quite different because it's all about the piloting skill. As you can see, Travis here is our reigning champion. Him and Dan have a good competition going, but Travis has got it down, so... okay, let's go back on the full screen. Right, so that's all going to drop, like I said, in about 2 weeks. Hopefully, depending on the leaderboards. And you guys will have a lot of fun because you'll have the new hangars, the 2 new game modes. The M50 and the 350R will both be flight ready for them, so you'll be able to fly them. In case you noticed, we were all flying the M50 in that race, which is rather fast. We were going between 200 and 300, so you know that's pretty much close to the speed of sound around that course. So that's kind of fun. So hopefully you guys like that, and then of course we have something else that we're going to show you, which is not going to be in V0.9, but it is something that long term I think everybody is going to be hopefully pretty excited by. It's one of the things that I want to do the most in the game, which is the multi-crew sort of ship combat. We're going to do a little demo. It's part of what we're working on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to have on multi-crew combat because it's pretty complicated because you're in a ship, moving around a ship while it's flying around in space. So it's like 2 levels of physics simulation, a whole bunch of other stuff. But we're going to show you the sort of prototype of that happening in. What are we showing? Well, not just yet. We're setting up, right? Yeah, we're loading up. So we're going to show you we're going to show you a demo. 4 of us are all going to. Actually, there'll be 3 people operating in the ship, and 1 person will be operating a cinematic camera. And I think it'll be fun. We're not going to switch the set. Let's get all the server stuff up. Eric, can you go to... right, you should be on you, right? Who are we on? On Travis? Okay.
Ooh.
What's that?
Ah, better.
Trav, you gotta press the... What? Travis, you don't press the... Sorry, we had to work flawlessly in practice. Okay, we're gonna restart. Okay, we're gonna do it again. Restart. Yeah, don't. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start again. We ran it like 4 times before we did this, and it worked fine every single time. And now I did so. All right, we'll start up the server again, and we'll start the prototype again.
Ich glaube ja, die machen das mit Absicht.
Murphy's Law. Right.
Jetzt muss sowieso noch einen neuen Slogan prägen.
Ja, stimmt.
Nicht mal dieses Bullshit, brauchen wir irgendwas.
Braucht irgendwas Neues.
Okay, we switch back. Do we switch the feedback now? Eric, switch.
Versuch Nummer 2.
Yeah. Might as well.
Das ist Bullshit. aushält.
Ja, super runter für die Demo.
Ja. Vielleicht auch nicht.
Naja.
I don't know if we should go to the end, but... Alright, so that's the end of our presentation. I'd like to thank basically the team that there's a bunch of our team members here that have worked really hard to put together a lot of this. Both here and in our various studios, so in Manchester, the UK, Austin, Texas, Santa Monica, in Los Angeles, also the Behavior folks and the Orphonic folks who are doing our FPS, which are in Montreal and Denver, Colorado, and everyone's worked really hard to do that. So hopefully you enjoyed what you saw. I think it's your pleasure. Okay. Well, all right. So the other thing I'd like to do is I'd like to thank our volunteers. So we have a bunch of volunteers that have helped out put all this together. So I don't know where you guys are. You may want to put your hands up. But thank you to the crew here that all volunteered. You did a fantastic job. And to the left, to the posters, right? So we have what's that? We're all going to sign, huh? Every poster. I don't think so. But I'll try my best to sign as many. But yes, we have, like last year, we have posters for everyone. So we have posters for the Constellation lineup and also Murray Cup Racing. So that's for everyone here. That's it. And they're over through this door, apparently, is where the posters are. So anyway, I'd like to end just saying thank you all for supporting, having this game made. We're having a huge amount of fun making it. Hopefully you guys are having a lot of fun watching us make it and involved and giving us feedback in how we make it. We wouldn't be able to build something of this ambition and scope without all your support, both everyone here and everyone out there on the internet. So thank you everybody, and let's have some drinks and fun.
Kommt noch was.